The transition from day to night unfolds with a deliberate grace, a slow surrender of light to shadow. Twilight, a painter of ethereal hues, casts its melancholic spell upon the world. The sky, a vast canvas stretching above Imabari, Ehime, deepens into shades of indigo and violet, mirroring the ancient wisdom held within the distant, ink-washed mountains that stand as silent sentinels. The wind, a breath held captive until now, begins to stir, a whisper that rustles through the leaves of roadside trees and causes the slender blades of grass to tremble in unison. In this hushed interlude, where the vibrant colors of day yield to the subtle tones of evening, a ribbon of gray, the road, unspools into the distance, an invitation to journeys both known and unknown. Along its weathered edge, a small silhouette moves with a steadfast rhythm, a tiny heart beating with unwavering purpose. Eyes, the color of polished obsidian, remain fixed on the path ahead, while short, sturdy legs maintain a diligent cadence against the rough asphalt. A simple collar, a worn leather leash. These are the tangible links that bind him to an unseen presence, a connection woven from loyalty and companionship, perhaps even a deeper, more mystical thread of destiny. Within his diminutive frame resides a spirit of quiet determination, an unspoken commitment to the journey at hand. The verges of the road offer a tapestry of small wonders, a testament to the resilience of life. Unassuming wildflowers, their petals painted in hues of lavender and white, bloom in silent profusion, swaying gently with each passing gust of wind, asserting their delicate existence against the encroaching darkness. He pauses intermittently, a ritual of olfactory exploration, lowering his elongated body closer to the earth, his sensitive nose twitching, inhaling the complex symphony of scents that rise from the soil. The damp aroma of earth, the crisp fragrance of dew-kissed grass, the faint, musky trails left by unseen insects. The world communicates with him through an intricate language of odors, a narrative far beyond the grasp of human senses. Does he decipher the subtle shifts in the air, the silent stories etched in the very fabric of the ground? Memories of seasons past, the vibrant pulse of the present moment, perhaps even a primal intuition of what lies ahead. Are these whispers carried on the breeze, understood by his ancient instincts? Beside the traveled path, a shallow ditch, etched by time and rain, traces its uneven course, stagnant pools of water reflecting the last vestiges of daylight in their murky depths. What does he perceive in these fleeting reflections? A distorted image of himself, a momentary glimpse into his own being? Or does his gaze penetrate deeper, seeking the hidden life that stirs beneath the still surface, the secrets held captive in the muddy depths? Perhaps within those small, intelligent eyes lies a capacity for contemplation that transcends our own limited understanding, a connection to the natural world that speaks volumes in its silence. As the path unfolds, he approaches a patch of wilder growth, a tangle of taller grasses and tenacious weeds that encroach upon the orderly edge of the road. Here, he comes to a complete standstill, his small form momentarily frozen in a posture of intense focus. A barely perceptible tremor runs through his compact body, a tightening of muscles in anticipation. His dark, unwavering eyes fixate on a singular point within the dense foliage, his finely tuned ears pivoting, straining to capture the faintest rustle, the slightest telltale sound. Something within this verdant tangle has arrested his senses, arousing a primal curiosity. Is it the elusive scent of hidden prey, a fleeting trace of a creature long gone, or perhaps just the intriguing mystery of the unknown? Within his being, a silent deliberation unfolds, a weighing of instinct against caution. To venture into the dense undergrowth, or to remain on the familiar path. To heed the call of the wild, or to adhere to the safety of the known. In that brief span of stillness, what tempest of canine emotion stirs within his small heart? Is it the thrill of the chase, a cautious apprehension, or merely the irresistible allure of exploration? The intricate workings of his inner world, the silent calculus of his decisions, remain veiled from our understanding. Then, with a slow, deliberate movement, yet guided by an unseen imperative, he parts the swaying blades of grass and ventures into the verdant depths. His gaze remains fixed on a subtle gleam that emanates from beyond the tangled stems, the elusive surface of water. Is it a trickling stream, its gentle murmur a siren's call, or a still, reflective pond, holding secrets in its tranquil depths? Water, the very essence of life, yet also a realm of hidden dangers, has held a profound significance throughout the ages. What ancestral memories stir within him at the scent of damp earth and the sight of shimmering water? What echoes of ancient instincts resonate within his being as he approaches this primal element? His own reflection, distorted by the rippling surface, stares back, a fleeting image in a world of constant flux. Reality and illusion blur at the water's edge. He knows its touch instinctively, a primal understanding passed down through generations. Does it promise refreshment and solace, or does it conceal unseen threats beneath its placid facade? The delicate dance of fallen leaves upon the water's surface, the earthy aroma of mud and decaying vegetation. Do these sensory details unlock forgotten pathways within his ancient canine brain? Finally, with a subtle shift in posture, an air of quiet satisfaction or perhaps a touch of wistful resignation, he emerges once more onto the gray ribbon of the road. The encroaching twilight deepens its embrace, and the sharp contours of the surrounding landscape begin to soften, yielding to the gentle obscurity of the evening. His pace, though still steady, seems to carry a hint of weariness, the subtle toll of the day's explorations. The journey's end draws nearer, the silent promise of warmth and shelter beckoning him homeward. He pauses again, a brief backward glance, a silent acknowledgement of his human companion, a fleeting connection across the species divide, or perhaps a lingering contemplation of the moments that have passed, the scents and sights now fading into memory. His dark, expressive eyes, windows to a world we can only glimpse, convey a multitude of unspoken thoughts, a silent narrative of the day's small adventures. Within their depths, a quiet question seems to linger, a universal inquiry that transcends language. Where do we truly belong? What awaits us beyond the horizon of this present moment? And then, with a renewed sense of purpose, he turns his gaze forward once more, the soft, rhythmic patter of his small paws the only sound breaking the deepening silence as he continues his homeward journey. Until the full embrace of night envelops all, his small silhouette receding into the darkness, carrying with it the quiet contentment of a day well spent and the unspoken anticipation of the dawn to come.